Hello, everyone. Um, my name is Dr. Arnold. I'm the principal at Innovation Academy. Many of you know me, and I want to say welcome back to school. And if you're new to the school, welcome to Innovation Academy. Um, as you know, well, first of all, this is not where I've spent a lot of my time this summer. It's been a busy summer. We're trying to, we did the best we could to prepare for reopening schools, and I want to tell you a little bit about what school is going to look like this year. And as you know, we're beginning the school year in a model where you will be working remotely on your classes at home. As the school year continues, the school may decide to switch to a hybrid model where you would be here 2 days a week, or to an in-person model where you would be here 5 days a week. Obviously, some different safety protocols would be in place, but those are, every school is asked to create 3 different models, and we are starting with the remote model. The earliest that any change would be made would be October 16th, and obviously the public health situation with regards to coronavirus will be the deciding factor in any change from our remote plus model. Your safety, the safety of those that are close to you, and the safety of our staff is obviously our main priority. So the good news is your schedules have been created, and you will see them today. I will talk about schedules in depth in a second video, a second email. But I can tell you a little bit about it now. So in order to reduce the number of students on campus by 50%, we created 2 houses for students. So we have a red house and a blue house. Those are our school colors, if you didn't know, along with white, but we have 2 houses here, red and blue. And students are organized into these houses by their advisory. So everyone in a particular advisory is in the same house. Now, these houses don't mean much when we're all learning remotely, but whenever you are invited on campus, for example, for our advisory meetups next week, they will be done by house. Also, if we ever switch to the hybrid model, red house students would be in school on Monday and Tuesday, and blue house students would be in school on Thursday and Friday. So to make this a little bit clearer, if you were to, let's say you're in a math class, you're meeting online, you can see 20 students in your class in your Zoom or Google Meet, but if we were to switch to the hybrid model, there would only be about half of those students that would be on the days that you were going. So let's say of those 20 math students in your class, 10 of them would be in red house and would be in school on Monday and Tuesday, and the other 10 would be in blue house, and they would be in school on Thursday and Friday. So with regards to the advisory meetups, you're going to be sent an email with some more details from Ms. Kelly. But basically, this is an opportunity for you to meet your advisor in person, to meet other students in your advisory, and also to pick up some materials if your teachers want you to take stuff home with you. Excuse me. So these meetups are going to be held outside, and everyone should be wearing a mask, right, anytime you're on campus. This will also be an opportunity, like I said, to pick up class materials that your teachers have prepared for you. Not every teacher is going to necessarily need to give you something that day. And there will also be other opportunities throughout the semester where we will schedule kind of pick-up days if there are materials that need to be given to you. We hope and we would like that all of you could attend these advisory meetups. Freshmen and new 10th graders in Red House will be coming to school for an orientation on Wednesday from 9 to 12. So the freshmen aren't going to have a separate advisory meetup because that's going to happen when you come for your orientation morning. So again, freshmen in Red House are coming Wednesday from 9 to 12. Blue House freshmen and new 10th graders in Blue House will be coming for an orientation on Thursday from 9 to 12. All 10th graders will be coming to an advisory meetup on Tuesday from 4:30 to 5:30. All 11th graders will be coming on Wednesday from 4:30 to 5:30. And last but not least, all seniors will be coming for their advisory meetups on Thursday from 4:30 to 5:30. Now our plan, like I said, is to have all orientations and advisory meetups to occur outside. It's important to remember that anytime you're on campus, you need to be wearing a mask. In the event that you don't have one, we can provide you with one. So when we had to switch to remote learning very quickly last year, we lowered our expectations to help everyone adjust to the difficult circumstances. So your workload was reduced and should have been less than what you were used to for each class. We switched to a pass-fail grading system, and we even lowered the passing average to 60%, when normally it's 70%. So for better or worse, that's all over now. The state expects us to, and no matter what model we're in, to have the same standards that we usually have. So when you start your classes remotely this year, it's going to be as close to regular school as we can make it. So please refer to the remote bell schedule. You've probably already seen it, but I will be sending it to you again, attached to this email and along with your schedule. But you need to log into your class for attendance, and the teacher will give you a kind of rundown of what's happening for that day for every one of your classes, Monday through Friday. So it's, in that sense, it's just like regular school. You need to log into either a Google Meet or a Zoom meeting, and your teacher will let you know which one they will use. And they may switch between them at times, but it'll be very clear to you by your teacher. Google Meet works very nicely. It integrates nicely with Google Classroom. However, sometimes we have found the audio and video quality is not as good, and that Zoom seems to have much better audio video quality. However, on certain Chromebooks, Google Meet seems to work better. So I think that's something that each teacher will figure out as the semester goes on, which one works better for their students and for their classes. So for some classes, after you check in for attendance and to hear the agenda for the day, you may stay online with your class for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50, however long is necessary. Obviously, each class is 75 minutes in total. So sometimes you may be online for that period of time, and other times you may be online for some of it and working independently on some work. So that's known, when you are live in a Zoom or Google Meet, that's known as a synchronous class, meaning it is happening live in real time. And other times your teacher may have you disconnect to work on an assignment independently, and this is known as asynchronous learning. So you must be engaged in your classes every day, every block, whether it's synchronous or asynchronous. The workload will be similar to what it normally is. There is no more pass-fail. Grading will be on the regular A to F scale, and you will be able to take classes for honors credit, just like you normally could. If you do not log into your class for attendance, you're going to be marked absent, and if you have more than 7 unexcused absences, you will not receive credit for the course. This is the same policy that we've always had. We heard from some students last spring when schools closed that they started working more at their part-time job, whether it was Market Basket, Target, whatever, and when they should have been working on their schoolwork. So that's something that should not be happening. It's illegal. There are child labor laws around that. So please make sure that you do not plan on doing that this year. You would not be able to pass your classes if you were not attending them. You need to be available for school every day from 8 to 3. Also new for this year is that all of your teachers will be using Google Classroom and organizing them in a similar way. Most of your teachers probably used it last spring, but maybe not all. All of them will this year. So we hope that this will make things clear for everyone. Google Classroom will also be used for grading all assignments. Normally we use Aspen to record your grades and you could check them there. Now you will see everything in Google Classroom. And we will hope that this will avoid confusion that happened in the spring between some grades being in Google Classroom and other grades being in the Aspen gradebook. The gradebook in Google Classroom does not support our learning strands, however, like work habits or enduring understanding, those types of strands that every department had. So we won't be able to use those this year. You're going to receive 1 overall grade on your report card. Your parents will receive a weekly Google Classroom report, and that will indicate your progress in each class. Students, of course, can also, or for parents that are wondering how their children are doing in their Google Classroom, your child could show you right there in their Google Classroom how they're doing, the work that they've turned in, what their current grades are, and whatnot. A lot of people have worked very hard this summer to make the necessary plans and adjustments to restart school safely this year. We think your remote experience will be much closer to what normal school is like, and we also hope that the public health situation improves and a vaccine is developed soon so that we all can get back to a more complete sense of normalcy. I look forward to seeing you all at the advisory meetups and orientation. I'll have more updates for you in my next video, which will be all about your schedule. Thank you and take care. And hopefully you can get in the pool sometime.